dear students. During our previous two classes, we have been discussing your second chapter, that is cats, rats and bugs in Borneo. And students, we have already finished the half of the story. And today we are proceeding towards the last and the final part of the story. Now, let me first read it out for all of you. Then house cats ate the geckos. They also licked their paws after walking on the roofs that had poison sprayed on them. The poor cats died. After that, rats sneaked into houses because there were no cats around to stop them. They ate up people's food. Worse than that, some of the rats carried a disease that was even more deadly than malaria. This alarmed the World Health Organization so much that finally they parachuted new cats into Borneo to catch the rats. Geckos, cats, rats, and roofs. And to think, it all started with mosquitoes and flies. By the end of this true tale, people discovered this. Each thing that happened made something else happen. Because all living things are connected like the strands in a web of life. So, students, here is the end of our story. Now, let me give you a summary of this part. So, in our previous class, we have read that the geckos had died after eating the poisonous dead houseflies. Now, the house cats, they ate the dead geckos and they also licked their paws after walking on the roofs of the huts. And students, I already told you that the World Health Organization sprayed the DDT on the roofs of the huts as well as inside the house. So, as the cat walked on the roofs, that's why the poison stuck to their paws and they also licked it. And in this way, the cats of that houses, they also died. First of all, in order because of eating the poisonous geckos, and secondly because of licking their paws which had poisons in them. And after that, means after the death of the house cats, rats sneaked into the houses because there were no cats in order to catch them. And students, this overpopulation of rats, they harmed the people in many ways. They ate up the people's food. And not only this, some of the rats carried a deadly disease which is even more worse than the malaria. And the name of the disease is plague. So now this new situation, this new disease alarmed the World Health Organization and they come up with a new idea. They parachuted new cats to Borneo. So students, parachuted means they, in the picture itself we can see that means they dropped some cats in the island with the help of parachutes so that these house cats can catch the rats and kill them. And in this way only, if the population of rats can be minimized, then the disease of plague will be controlled. So students, you can see that how at first the DDT killed the mosquitoes and flies, means it all started with the mosquitoes and flies. Then it attacked the geckos, then cats, then rats, and it also make collapsing the roofs of the people. Means how a wrong decision of spraying DDT infected the people of affected the life of the people of Borneo. So from this you can easily understand that each thing that happened made something else happens in the nature, and all the living things in the world are interconnected with each other. If one thing is affected, it will automatically affect the other things. So students, from it you can easily I see that how a web of life has been infected by a wrong decision. So students, this is the end of our today's story, and I hope that you have understood the story. And it is a very short story, simple, and it is a true story also. You can search in the internet, you will be able to get the news on what happened in Borneo. So students, now let me give you the word meanings of the story, means the paragraphs that we read yesterday. So here the first word is scoot, which means to move swiftly. Then comes number B, which is clinch, which means hold on tightly to something. Number C, tiny, which means very small. Number D, suction, means to remove air from a space so that two surfaces can stick together. E, gobbling up, meaning eating something. So students, it is the end of our today's class. Now, here I have mentioned the home assignment for you for today. Please note it down in your copy, including today's date. As student, please note down in your classwork copies and make two separate copy, one for grammar part and one for literature part. As now we are doing the literature part, means the party book you have to write it down in the same copy, means the question answers from the first chapter and now from the second chapter you have to write it down together, and the assignments or the work, means the exercises that we done in the grammar classes, you have to write it down in the separate copy. So, and please don't forget to mention the dates. So student, here is the end of our today's class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. So for now, thank you so much.